Let's see what we've got for Aries core energy. The Two of Cups. Getting along with somebody else, camaraderie, companionship, somebody who really appreciates what you've done for them. You will likely appreciate what they have done for you. Accommodance. This is a great starting sign. It's also water energy. Interesting that it's on the Pisces-Aries cusp. Very interesting. What is the first supporting energy for Aries? First supporting energy is the Two of Cups again. Aries, Aries, Aries. You are kicking some kind of butt here. Whenever you're able to find these feelings in your life, it's compassion. It's mutual care. It's mutual trust. It's not just the idea, it's the actual feeling. And it's something that has to be reciprocated. It's not something that you do on your own. Very curious. Very curious. What else do we have for clarifying this secondary Two of Cups? All right, we've got the Six of Swords. Very interesting. Somebody that you might be moving on from somebody that you love quite dearly, somebody you're quite fond, affectionate of. Despite these feelings, despite the quality of these feelings, there's some reason that you're finding yourself moving beyond them, moving beyond the situation, moving on to something even greater, which is crazy, Aries. What is even better than this camaraderie? Interesting. Very interesting. What further clarity do we have for Aries at this point? Further clarity, please. Let's see what else we've got here. Ooh, Page of Swords reversed. So even though you have moved on from these feelings, maybe the person you left is feeling a little toxic in your absence. Perhaps you are feeling a little toxic in their absence. Definitely watch out for toxic gossip from you. I'm not so sure it would be the other person. It could be. Let's see what else we've got here for clarification. All right, final Two of Cups clarifier is the Five of Pentacles reversed. Somebody definitely feeling left out by you leaving them behind. They aren't embracing this solidarity that has emerged from the process. As you are Aries and not an air sign, you're actually a fire sign, I'm inclined to believe this isn't necessarily you. Somebody else is not taking too kindly or simply has had their feelings hurt. They've had their stability ruptured. So, very disappointing to see. Very disappointing to see. Let us see. What is the secondary clarifier for the main energy Two of Cups for Aries? What is the secondary clarifier here? Secondary clarifier for Two of Cups for Aries is the Ten of Cups reversed. Wow. Very curious. Very curious. Dang. So this interpersonal connection, a one-on-one sort of deal that goes great, feels great, everything is accommodable. There's a lot of downstream effect, especially after you seem to leave here, after you seem to move on from something. Very interesting. Let's see if we can clarify this any further. So the first clarification, oh, that one came right out here. So, Strength in reverse. I'm not sure, Aries. Try not to regret this moving on. If you're the short end of the stick, I'm not inclined to believe that, though, because you drew the Six of Swords. You're the one moving on, then. Moving on is the right thing. Try not to regret moving on. If it's not you, then this other person is definitely in regret. They're toxic gossip. Their stability has been broken down. They can't grasp their own energy now. There's also a bit of a sign that it's bleeding over into a greater source of happiness, which is possibly not yours. And somebody is having trouble grasping the reality of the situation. And they are not managing to stabilize their experience after you've moved on. Very curious. Let us see. What else do we have for Aries? Secondary clarifier for Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Eight of Swords reversed. 8-8, curious. 8-8, the Lion's Gate following the Strength card. So, Your decision to move on here has created a ton of instability. And if the Six of Swords was in reverse, I would say you're the insecure one, you're the unstable one, but because the Six of Swords is in the upright, that means that you're validated in this moving forward. So whomever you were having such a great time with, maybe you were the one who made the decision to cut off the relationship. The other party is not taking it too lightly. They're not taking it too lightly. Anxiety they can't move on from. They can't stabilize their heart. They're even being toxic. It's crazy. It's crazy. So let's get the final clarifier here for Aries, please, on the Ten of Cups reversed. Let's see what we've got here. So final clarifier for Ten of Cups reversed. Four of Swords reversed. Same principle. 4, 8, 8. You know, I don't feel bad for you. I do feel bad for whoever has been left out in the cold here. They're not turning this around. They are not turning this around. And it's a ton of air energy. So you're fire, and we're on the fire-water cusp at the moment. A lot of this backwards energy is in reverse now. Triple Swords energy in reverse, Earth in reverse. Not a lot of fire energy here. So Strength, Leo's fire, not quite Aries energy. A lot of air that could work into that. It's just not happening. Very curious. What is the third supporting energy for the Two of Cups? What is Aries' third supporting energy for the Two of Cups? We have the... Wow, Nine of Swords. Dang, Aries. So, yeah. Someone is just not taking this well. They are just not taking this well. And it will not surprise me if you draw the Emperor coming up here in supporting energy in the upright, which would clarify that you are in your stable energy and this other person is flipping out. Now, that being said, the other person could be having a lot of anxiety, but they might be pulling up at this point. They could finally be figuring out how to move on from it. There could be a little bit of energy of you maybe feeling a little guilty if you sort of catch wind of all of this. That it might have you ruminating in ways that you're not used to, that you wouldn't be suspecting. So let us clarify the Nine of Swords. It's kind of crazy, Aries. A lot of times my Aries readings come off with a lot of validation for Aries. This one's a little tougher than my typical Aries readings, if I'm to be completely honest with you. So let's see. First clarifier for the Nine of Swords for Aries. We've got the Nine of Wands. 9-9. Fire energy. Finally taking it on the chin, so to speak. Starting to sort of accept the reality. Not exactly where they want to be, but managing to finally sort of stabilize themselves after all of this. Accepting the situation, that it's tough, but sort of turning around the pity party, if I had to say it that way. Whomever this is for. Let's see, secondary clarifier for the Nine of Swords. Secondary clarifier for Aries Nine of Swords, please. We've got the... Wow, Six of Swords reversed. Dang. Or sorry, excuse me, I said Six of Swords. And I meant to say Six of Wands reversed. Very disappointing. Despite the efforts to try and turn this around, it may be more difficult. Man, so I don't know what... You must have had a really strong connection with this individual. This individual really had it for you. So I don't know if you blindsided them or they blindsided you. But even after you kind of... Even after the hurt party here has decided to move on within themselves, it's still not that simple. There's still a lot of work to do. This is a heavy, very, very heavy angst over the separation of this connection, Aries. I'm very sorry. And if this person is like this all the time, I can't see you know, why you would want to stay with it necessarily. But everything was going good. So this is very curious, because if everything was going this good, as in you got the double two of cups, that's extremely good energy. Maybe there is something greater that some sort of ulterior problems created by the relationship, despite how it was going for you. Just a ton of anxiety over this, ton of regret. So it really strikes me, Aries, as whomever got the fast one on the other one dodged the bullet, and whomever was left holding the bag really got worked over on this. They are all over the place. They're going to have to stabilize their emotions. If they keep letting their mind get the better of them, they're going to stay stuck. They're going to stay stuck. Final clarifier, as cute as it would be to get the Two of Cups, not sure what's going to happen. Let's see what we get here. Final clarifier for Aries, Nine of Swords. Justice. Dang. So I read Justice as Scorpio energy, not Libra energy. So water. Another water sign. Dang. I'm not sure what it is, Aries. I don't know if you figured something out about this person. I don't know. It could be a love thing. It could be a work thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could just be family. It could be an associate of some kind. They did something. They did something that crossed a boundary of yours. They bothered you one too many times. Maybe you found something else. Whatever you moved on from. How this person is feeling about this is validated. They earned all of this. And I'm very sorry, because if that actually bled over onto your family or something, that's not fair to anybody else in the connection. I hope not. If it's a work associate, whomever this is, they earned it. They earned it big time, Aries. So, hoping it's not you. Hoping it's not you, because that'd be very disappointing. Very disappointing. Alright, Aries. That's all I've got for you. No Emperor. No Tower. Don't let how this person feels, retrospectively, get you down. You are validated and moving on. And their reaction shows that there was something that they had to work on. And it was very strong of you, because you're even enjoying yourself with this person. So that's very mature in a certain way. Very kind of Aries stable. To even put aside a good thing for even greater Aries, that's endearing in a certain way. So not so bad, Aries, not so bad. All right, that's all I've got for this reading, yo. Take care.